Hold up. What in the love and hip-hop multiverse just happened? Did Bambi really just stand up in court, flip her hair, and admit to sleeping with Stevie freaking J while Lil Scrappy sat there looking like his soul left the building? Y'all, this ain't just your average reality TV mess. This is scorched earth, headline-snatching, internet-breaking scandal on steroids. And yes, it's real enough to make Mona Scott Young jealous she didn't catch it on camera. So let's get this straight. We've got Bambi, the Southern Belle turned spicy courtroom siren, allegedly confessing under oath to an affair with none other than Mr. Danger Zone himself, Stevie J. And guess who was right there, front row, with his jaw on the floor? That's right, Lil Scrappy, the Prince of Crunk turned courtroom casualty. But wait, was this a slip of the tongue or a calculated bombshell? Was Bambi setting fire to everything on purpose? And why is Stevie J acting like he ain't got a care in the world, flashing that smug grin like he just walked off a bad boy yacht party? Get comfortable, because what we're about to expose is messier than Carly Red's relationship timeline, and trust us, this scandal is just getting started. Y'all thought Love and Hip Hop was just a show? Nah, baby. This right here is a whole Greek tragedy with lace fronts, child support drama, and betrayal so deep it's making Shonda Rhimes sweat. Buckle up, because we're about to dive into the scandal that has officially ended Lil Scrappy's last remaining shred of peace, and quite possibly his bank account. So what exactly happened in that courthouse that made grown men stop scrolling and aunties drop their hot combs? Sources inside the courtroom, and by sources we mean somebody's cousin who posted on IG Live from the hallway, say it was dead silent when Bambi stood up, turned to the judge, and dropped the bombshell of the decade. Yes, I slept with Stevie J while I was still married to Scrappy. Record scratch. Collective gasp. Instagram meltdown. That's right. The Bam, formerly known as Scrappy's ride or die, mother of his children, an occasional motorcycle enthusiast, confessed to an alleged affair with none other than Atlanta's most toxic music mogul, Stevie the Sleaze J. And this wasn't whispered behind closed doors. Oh no. This was said out loud, in a courtroom, under oath, with Scrappy sitting just 10 feet away. Witnesses say Scrappy's reaction was instant. 1 second he was nodding respectfully while checking his phone, probably looking for crypto deals or booking studio time with no budget, and the next his phone hit the floor and his whole soul left his body. Ladies and gentlemen, this ain't just a cheating scandal. This is a complete emotional demolition. Let's rewind for a second. How did we get here? Lil Scrappy and Bambi were already neck-deep in divorce proceedings. Rumors had been flying for months, cold shoulders at events, deleted couple pics, shady TikToks. But nobody was ready for this level of explosive mess. We were all thinking the usual. Infidelity, maybe some financial stress, probably a burner phone or two. But Stevie J, the man who managed to fumble Jocelyn, gaslight Mimi, and randomly marry Faith Evans like it was a Tuesday? Yeah, that's Stevie J, and y'all know he's been quiet lately. Too quiet. Turns out he wasn't just sipping tea. He was brewing a scandal. Grande with oat milk and betrayal on the side. Now let's talk timing, because this ain't just messy, it's strategic. Bambi reportedly made the confession during a heated custody dispute. According to court insiders, who may or may not be part-time Uber drivers with law degrees from YouTube University, the judge asked a simple question about marital misconduct, and Bambi went full Beyoncé lemonade, giving us more tea than a Bravo reunion. The moment she said Stevie's name, it was like a nuclear bomb hit downtown Atlanta. Social media lit up. Twitter turned into a courtroom sketch artist with hashtags. One user wrote, "Not Bambi hopping from Scrappy to Stevie, like it's musical chairs of dysfunction." Another chimed in, "At this point, Mona Scott should get a Pulitzer." But here's the twist. This confession could actually change the entire custody battle. You see, infidelity during marriage, especially if it impacts the well-being of the children, can be a factor in Georgia custody laws. Scrappy's legal team reportedly perked up like pit bulls hearing a steak drop. They're allegedly compiling a case to argue that Bambi's reckless behavior proves she's unfit for primary custody. Sources say they've already subpoenaed Love and Hip Hop footage, hotel receipts, and even DM screenshots from a burner account with the name IJ Stevie Sneaky Link. Oh, but wait. You thought it stopped there? because we haven't even touched on the financial fallout. Scrappy allegedly had no prenup in place. Let me say that again. No. Prenup. None. So if this confession leads to court decisions favoring Bambi, Scrappy could be looking at child support, alimony, and legal fees, all while possibly losing custody of the kids he actually seems to love. The man who once rapped about keeping it gangsta might now be rapping about Section 8 housing and doing features for gas money. And y'all, the streets are talking. Bambi's confession might just be the tip of the scandal iceberg. Multiple online sleuths, aka bored fans with time and a strong Wi-Fi signal, have been digging through old social media posts, and baby, it's giving clues were there all along. One Twitter user dug up a 2023 IG Live where Stevie J was seen in the background of Bambi's story, shirtless, casually walking past like he lived there. Another post from Bambi's now deleted Finsta showed 2 wine glasses, a bottle of Douce, and a man's watch that, wait for it, matched the one Stevie wore to a BET afterparty. Coincidence? Not in this universe. As for Scrappy, his Instagram has gone silent. Last post? A selfie captioned, "Loyalty over everything," posted 3 days before the court hearing. Yeah. That aged like milk in the Atlanta sun. But y'all, you know who hasn't been silent? Mama D. Yes. The queen of ratchet royalty has entered the chat. And let me tell you, she is not holding back. In a fiery Instagram live that now has over 2 million views, Mama D said, and we quote, "I always knew that Bambi was a snake. And now she done slithered right into bed with a man who used to be my friend? Oh no, baby. You can't come back from that. Off with her lace front." Honestly, if we're keeping it real, Mama D deserves a podcast. Someone give her a mic and a platform, because the way she's reading this situation like a church mother, with tea after Bible study, iconic. But here's where things get even more twisted. Allegedly, Stevie J and Bambi plan to go public after the divorce finalized. Sources close to Stevie, okay, it was a friend of his barber's cousin, claim that the two were considering launching a relationship reveal campaign. Instagram couple photos, YouTube vlog, maybe even a spot on Couples Retreat. That plan is now in ashes. The confession wasn't scheduled, and reportedly Stevie J is furious. Word is, he didn't want the news out until the paperwork was clean. But now he's getting dragged into a courtroom drama that could cost him more than just a little reputation rehab, because Stevie's not just a sleazy ex. He's got legal problems of his own, including a nasty custody case with Faith Evans and ongoing issues with child support payments for his 53 other kids. So Bambi's confession didn't just wreck Scrappy's world. It might have torched Stevie's too. And just when we thought it couldn't get any worse. And just like that, the courtroom went from silent tension to nuclear meltdown the second Bambi opened her mouth and let that truth grenade fly. Yes, I was involved with Stevie J while I was still married to Scrappy. Boom. You could practically hear the collective gasp echo through the timeline. The judge blinked twice. Scrappy looked like his soul packed a bag and left his body. And Stevie J? He just sat there smug, like he was waiting for someone to pass him a Grammy for Best Supporting Scandal. According to multiple sources, and by sources we mean everybody with a Twitter account and a flair for chaos, this revelation hit harder than a Jocelyn Hernandez remix. But wait, it gets even messier. Bambi didn't just admit to the affair. No, she served it on a silver platter, detailing how Scrappy emotionally checked out of the marriage, how he allegedly ghosted parenting duties, and how she found comfort in someone who actually listened. That someone being, yep, Mr. Hitman himself, Stevie J. Apparently, this wasn't just a one-time oops at a VH1 afterparty.